All right, man, let's talk a little bit about LSU and Clemson making it to the national championship for the playoffs, man. And man, a hell of a game last night by Clemson, Ohio State, and LSU, Oklahoma. I mean, Burrows put up 8 touchdowns, 7 through the air, 1 on the ground, and they primary running back, he only carried the ball twice. He was injured. I guess they're gonna say him for January 13th for the national championship game. If you didn't know, LSU advanced, blew out Oklahoma 63-28. Ohio State and Clemson advanced. Justin Fields threw a interception at the end. Let's talk a little bit about both games. Oklahoma LSU wasn't no much to talk about. It was one controversial call in that game. Pass interference early on, but it really didn't matter. LSU got the rolling, and Oklahoma couldn't really get nothing going, and that was it, man. And with Clemson, Ohio State really, people can talk about the questionable calls there. You had the fumble that I thought personally was a fumble in slow motion, but you don't see the game in slow motion. The targeting hit, it was BS. I can't stand that rule, but by the letter of the law, that's what it was. So old boy had to be ejected. But despite all that, football shouldn't come down to one play. You got 60 minutes to determine your fate. Ohio State, instead of kicking field goals, they should have been punching them in for touchdowns. They kept Clemson in the game. Mentally, had those few field goals they kicked in the first half been touchdowns, I don't think Clemson would have came back. All right, but at the end of the game, Ohio State still had an opportunity to win it. Justin Fields and the receiver went on the same accord. The receiver said he thought he broke the pocket. He was going to a scramble drill, so he went on a post corner route instead of a post route, and that was the end of the game. So people can say they was cheated all they want to. Ohio State left points on the game. Same thing with the Saints and the Rams in the wild card game last year. We was talking about it. I was like, you know what? They shouldn't have left points on the board. They kicking field goals, and you keep a team in the game kicking field goals. And Clemson came on top. Now, I think it's going to be a really good game. I don't think LSU going to blow the doors off of Clemson. But I tell you this, if LSU get off to a fast start like Ohio State did, all of them going to be touchdowns with Jefferson. And if that running back can come back healthy with Burrows, the way Burrows is able to recognize defenses, it's next level. You could tell him and his pops. I think it's the best thing that happened for him was his pops to retire and from football and coach him. I mean, it ain't a defense he don't know in college. That's his greatest asset. His ability to read defenses, go through the progressions, and when you are prepared for any defense they throw at you, it makes it more easier for your accuracy. That's why he can drop the ball in the bucket like that, because he know what defense they in. So he not thinking about it. He not guessing. He not staring one guy down. He going boom, boom, boom. And not too many college quarterbacks can read defenses like that. They put a lot of work in. When people talk about most improved, Joe Burrow's got to be the poster child for that, because he has improved leaps and bounds. The way he able to drop it in the bucket, the way he able to go through his progressions, and give us the receivers credit too. If LSU go out there and let Clemson get off to a fast. Clemson let LSU get off to a fast start. It's gonna be all she wrote. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all she wrote. But look at the game. You got another dog over there, man. And Trevor Lawrence, he a dog. That long run he broke, man. Yesterday, that changed the momentum after taking one on the chops. But when you look at it, man, I know people say LSU only play Oklahoma, but they played a tough schedule all year. They didn't see the toughest defenses in the SEC from Auburn, from Georgia, from Alabama. I just think that's the difference. They more battle tested, and then they overcame all adversity. They played Florida too. They played so tough. Clemson kind of got a wake up call yesterday. They kind of had to stretch out a minute to play Ohio State, but Ohio State another team who hadn't played anything all season. They ain't played anybody all season at all. Didn't play a soul. You got to play people. And you look at Oklahoma, another team, they ain't played nothing all year. But to look at the game, it's gonna be basically Clemson defense. They can't afford to come out slow. The offense can't afford to come out slow. They can't afford turnovers. LSU is so well oiled. They so efficient offensively, and they got good cover guys defensively. I think LSU is a by far better team than Ohio State. Ohio State might have more five stars, but so did Georgia. They have more 5-star recruits. But what Clemson got to do is come out there and disguise coverage. I mean, Joe Burrows is really good against the blitz. But what happens when you disguise the blitz? What happens when you disguise coverage? Zone, man, combination. You know what I'm saying? So they got to come out there and really slow them down. You got to pick the guys that you don't want to beat. That running back ain't going to be healthy. That's a huge, I don't think he's going to be healthy by the end. That's going to be a huge upside. So what you do, you look at Jefferson. They got another receiver named Marshall. You try to double Jefferson, and you try to make Marshall, put your best cover guy on Marshall. You know, I know you got Thaddeus Moss at the tight end. You just got to pick your poison. You got to take away the most dangerous threat, and you got to disguise coverage. But one thing you can't do is let them get explosive plays. Play it safe. Play it like people played the Kansas City Chiefs when the Patriots played the Kansas City Chiefs last year in the AFC Championship. Make Patrick Mahomes go through his progressions. Make him dink and dunk underneath. Make Joe Burrows make underneath plays. But one thing you got to do if you Clemson, you have to wrap up. You have to tackle. Don't let Jefferson. Don't let Moss. The other receiver, I think his name Marshall. Don't let him break. Don't let him get loose and get yacked. Tackling. You know, that's what they got to do. And offensively, they got to be efficient. No field goals. They got to go down there and score touchdowns. And LSU has had problems with mobile quarterbacks that can throw. Jalen Hurts is a mobile quarterback that can throw a little bit. He throw off the run. Trevor Lawrence can throw just throwing. You know what I'm saying? He can just throw. Mobile, but he a thrower before he a runner. You know, Hurts is a runner before he a thrower. But that's what they got to do defensively. Make Joe Burrows pick them apart. Make him go 90 and 100. Eliminate the explosive plays. You do that by making them go underneath, wrap up tackle, and doing it that way. But LSU, just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I like to see a little bit out the screen game, maybe a tight end screen, running back screens, you know, run the ball a little bit more to get them to put 8, 9 in the box or something like that, which they probably not going to do. So if they run it back healthy by January 13th, that's when the national championship. You can run the ball, run the ball, and once they put 8 in the box, go over the top. But I think, you know, LSU going to do what they do anyway. They're going to be explosive. They're going to spread it out. They're going to run it a little bit. Burrow's going to get on it, going to get, you know, mobile and stretch the defense out. So defensively for them, you know, they have problems with mobile quarterbacks. Just, you know, play the pass first. You know what I'm saying, with Trevor Lawrence. If you get out there and run, I mean, you got to wrap him up, tackle him, make sure you don't go helmet to helmet to him. But, you know, they just got to limit. They got to just make, you know, Trevor Lawrence pedestrian. Keep him in the pocket and try to make him, you know, beat it from the pocket and double their best player. And that way. But LSU got great corners. They got the great freshman corner. They got Dale Pitt. They got a good defense. Difference this year is that they putting up more points offensively, so offense is getting a little bit more desperate. But I like LSU from the beginning when I seen them this season. When I seen that Burrows wasn't no joke. You know what I'm saying? The way that he was tossing that thing, I just knew the way they was going through the SEC, Auburn, I think Georgia, Florida, Alabama, went to Texas, Ole Miss. When they went through that, man, you know, I just knew they was a team to beat. I could be wrong, but I like them 38-21. I want to say 38-24. I like LSU to win the national championship. I like them from the very beginning. I'm a Michigan fan, and I just see how good they is. I ain't got no bias towards LSU. I just knew the way Burrows was throwing the ball and the talent they had around him defensively and offensively, that team was just too good. But don't count on Dabo Swinney and Trevor Lawrence. He is a generational type of talent too. But Burrows is looking like extraterrestrial, next level quarterback. So don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, response to your video request. Share the videos, the best way to donate. And check out our college sports playlist for more videos like this, man. Appreciate the love, support, man. Let me know who you got in the national championship. Believe the game is January 13th. I got LSU 38-24 over Clemson. One time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, Goodfellow Sports TV. We gone.